Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to Real Classic Film Reviews, and welcome to that time of the month, or at the end of the month, the beginning of a new one I should say, where we have a little bit of a look, a little bit of a deep dive into what I picked up the previous month on home video, which is the month of February, as we've now entered March as I'm filming this, the 1st of March, and got a couple of stacks here I want to go through. So the first off, what I'll do is I'll get through the DVDs. So I picked up a couple of Spike Lee joints, or actually a few Spike Lee joints, in Summer of Sam, a film I haven't seen since it first got released. And I think I enjoyed watching it. I remember it being a really gritty, kind of grimy feeling film, which is, you know, kind of what you want for your kind of summer of serial killer movies. And I also picked up a double feature. This features, as you can see, Inside Man and Clockers, and I bought it for Clockers. I do believe somewhere in here I've got a copy of Inside Man, I think, on Blu-ray, but I struggled to find Clockers for a good price, and it's a film that I haven't seen for a long time. I was reading something about Spike Lee the other day. Clockers came up and it kind of piqued my interest again. I thought I really need to check that back out, and the only way I could kind of find it for a decent price was to find it on this kind of double DVD set. But I'm happy to have it on there, and I'm going to rewatch that very, very soon. Next up, I picked up a couple of Mars movies, interestingly enough. Again, I don't know why. I think I was reading I can't remember what I was reading, but something about Mars movies. And I picked up Brian De Palma's Mission to Mars. Again, these are just on DVD, so these were like 50 pence a shot. Absolute hell of a cast in these films, both of these films. I also picked up Red Planet. I mean, Mission to Mars, obviously a De Palma film. But the cast on this thing, I totally forgot. I forgot the music was by Ennio Morricone as well, which is just totally crazy. But yeah, you know, amongst kind of the main cast there, Gary Sinise, Don Cheadle, Connie Nelson, Jerry O'Connell, Tim Robbins. Absolute hell of a cast. I remember seeing it at the cinema a very long time ago. And incidentally, this and Red Planet were both released on in the same year. I think Red Planet came a little bit later, but I mean, Red Planet's got a hell of a cast. Sizemore, Kilmer, Carrie-Anne Moss, Terence Stamp's in this as well, I think. But I'm looking forward to a bit of a Red Planet Mars double bill at some point soon, so I'm definitely going to be checking those out. What should we go with next? Finally picked up a copy of Wings. This is the Masters of Cinema, Eureka Masters of Cinema collection. Obviously, you know, famous for being the first ever winner of the Best Picture Academy Award, and with the Oscars coming up, you know, pretty soon, kind of got me thinking about some of the old Oscar winners, and I realised I did not own a copy of this, so I'm looking forward to cracking that open and checking that back out. I've seen it a long time ago. I think I had an old DVD of it, which I don't have anymore. I don't know where that ended up going, but looking forward to checking it out. And it's a long film as well, if I remember rightly. 144 minutes, yeah, so it's not the shortest film for a film of that age. Next up, picked up a couple of Italian crime or Italian cop films to add to my collection, both directed by, I should say, Umberto Lenzi. This is a free hand for a tough cop, sorry, and the tough ones, so a bit of a tough theme going on here. A free hand for a tough cop is one of the Fractured Visions releases. Really great new label. Really like knocking out some excellent films, and I'm getting into my Italian crime thrillers and Italian crime movies, so you know, obviously a couple of discs, art cards, nice booklet. So if you see any of these releases from Fractured Visions, I've got something else coming up in the works as well. I can't remember what it is now, but yeah, you know, definitely a label worth watching out for and worth picking up their releases. And then obviously this is the 88 Films special edition of Tough Ones. Also directed by Lenzi, and I don't really know a great deal about this one, but definitely looking forward to checking it out. Again, the edition comes with the case and a really thick booklet, so definitely worth having a little peek at. Poster in there as well, and 2 discs. You've got the reversible sleeve as well, which I won't faff about, obviously, with the kind of classic 88 Films spine on there as well. So yeah, that's the Tough Ones from 88 Films. All right, so next up we've got, I'll go through these. If you follow me on any kind of social media, you'll see I've recently picked up these, embarrassingly enough, are my first ever Studio Ghibli films. So yeah, never owned any before, so I kind of literally picked 3. So we've got Spirited Away, which is obviously, you know, almost the kind of template, the starting point, if you like. Certainly probably the most famous and well regarded of all of the studio's films. Princess Mononoke, from the director, from the creators, obviously, Hayao Miyazaki. Really looking forward to watching that. I watched that on TV a long time ago, and I'm looking forward to watching it again. And Howl's Moving Castle, which is one of the very early Miyazaki films that I saw from this studio, and really looking forward to revisiting that. It really kind of piqued my interest back in the day when I watched it. And these are all the kind of, you know, the dual Blu-ray and DVD sets, so definitely looking forward to checking those out, and then maybe adding a few more to my collection. So that's those. Picked up a couple of 4K steelbooks. I think this was from the Zavvi sale, so double dipped on Do the Right Thing because I own the Criterion Collection edition of it, but they had this, I've yet to kind of crack it open yet, but they had this 4K steelbook of the film. Obviously love the film. So yeah, there was a bit of a Spike Lee joint kind of theme going on in February, and also picked up the Unforgiven steelbook, which I'm not the biggest fan of the artwork on that, but I think for the price that it went for, it was just kind of worth picking up. So, and obviously it's a masterpiece. Also picked up, go for this one. So if you've seen my previous unboxing video, I picked up Gandhi, Ben Kingsley as Mahatma Gandhi there. So great set. This Amazon exclusive. I think you can get it for quite cheap now, so definitely worth going for it if you're interested in your kind of epic classic biographies. Picked up Casino Royale, which is the Titans of Cult edition. Just recently seen that they're releasing Watchmen, which I'm quite interested in. Yeah, haven't cracked it open yet, obviously. You know, it's a great Bond film. And did I own it on 4K previously? I might have done, crikey. But yeah, I finally pulled the trigger on this anyway. So that's Casino Royale. Comes with like a pin, which is a chip, casino chip there, and there's a steel book inside, which you can have a little peek at, kind of through the cover there. Picked up Session 9 from Second Sight, and I thought I'd seen this. I haven't seen this film, I'll be honest with you, and I thought I'd seen it, and then I started reading up on it and realised when it was released and who was in it, and I thought, yeah, that's not what I thought it was. But I'm really happy to have picked this up, because by all accounts it's an excellent film. So if you guys have seen it, you know, let me know in the comments down below what you think. But you know, Second Sight always do a cracking job, but I'm really looking forward to watching this, because it's supposed to have a really good creepy vibe to it, which I'm excited to find out. Great cover as well there. And then finally, for this update, I finally picked up a copy of Vengeance Trails from Arrow Video for Classic Westerns, by some, you know, amazing directors, Lucio Fulci, Antonio Margheriti, and inside you've got the following films. I mean, it's not a new release, so you've probably seen this unboxed kind of many times. Massacre Time, My Name is Pesos, Bandidos, and God Said to Cain. But, you know, obviously with it being an Arrow release, you've got an absolutely stellar presentation, glossy booklet there, crazy posters, and then the releases with the kind of double reversible covers. So definitely looking forward to getting involved in that. Love myself some Western goodness, and I don't think I've seen any of these films, so Massacre Time. No, I'm pretty sure I haven't. But yeah, definitely worth pulling the trigger on if you can find that for a good price. Arrow just knocking it out of the park as usual. And I will leave it there, guys. Apologies if it's been a bit of a whistle stop tour. Just thought I really need to get out a video, just letting you guys catch up on what I've been picking up over the last month. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Always appreciated. Any comments, leave them down below. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, click that subscribe button. That would be awesome, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye.